Hon Ssemujju, for the record.
Mr. Speaker, because you are formerly in FDC, so you understand the FDC things. Mr. Speaker, Alepel found me in Makerere. He came in 96, I had joined a year earlier. I was one of those noisy boys from Karamoja. The Honorable Ocheru stood for Guild President and was very active. I hope the Honorable Baka Mugabe recalls. We've grown. So one of the sad things that has happened to our generation is that we thought by this time, because I am 52 this year, maybe one of us will be the president. But all the people are not giving way. Mr. Speaker, the National Bureau of Statistics in 2022, about a year ago, released the report they called the Multidimensional Poverty Report, which looks at a broader, which defines poverty in a broader way, including looking at education, access to health. And Karamoja became #1. Multidimensional poverty in Karamoja is at 82%, followed by Acholi. I don't know whether that is a reason that colleagues were thanking NRM, but that's what the National Bureau of Statistics said. 82% of people in Karamoja are suffering from multidimensional poverty. When they are sick, they can't go to hospital. They resort to nature. That's in the report. So one of the things that I always teased the Honorable Alepel about was their love for the NRM that has kept multidimensional poverty in Karamoja at 82%. One time, this is a report of government, you can access it even on the internet. Honorable Rokeris. So one time the MPs in the 9th Parliament, including Alepel, they addressed a press conference at Hotel Africana and said the worst thing that had happened to Karamoja was the appointment of Mr. Museveni's wife as a minister for Karamoja. Those of you who were in that parliament and from Karamoja, you can bear me witness. The following day, they came here in the members' lounge, the same people who had been at Africana, and said the best thing that happened to Karamoja was the appointment of Mama Janet as a minister for Karamoja. And my brother was one of them. I am not accusing. I am only asking, looking for answers. Maybe Honorable Rokeris, who has been here for 2.5 decades now, can explain. What is it that endears you to NRM that has kept you? So you can see how colleagues are thankful that the President has given Honorable Alepel state funeral. Because I told you last time when we were mourning a person here that is one of the things that he gives equitably. State funeral, he can pick around from Karamoja, from Buganda, from... You should be thanking the President for giving people jobs, not state funeral. This young man didn't want to die. You are now crying that his children have remained vulnerable. You should be thanking the President for his education policies that can make children go to school, not for dishing out like handouts, state funerals, and you are a parliament. Therefore, as I mourn my friend, I have told you we met when we were young people. As I mourn him, I want to ask, and I am happy, the senior leaders of NRM, senior leaders by virtue of their appointment, because most of the senior leaders were chased. I want to appeal to you. When you come here, speak about policies for everybody. If we are crying for children of a former MP, what about the ordinary person? that children of former MPs, you are not sure of their education after his tragic passing. And we are a parliament of Uganda. Therefore, my brother, Alepel, I remember him, I said he was noisy. He was very noisy. Those who were with us at the university can testify. That we die, you've been an MP and you can't be sure that your children will continue with education. And then people say, want to thank the president, thank NRM. You are thanking them for what? For the state funeral. You need to get serious. We are a legislature, a National Assembly.
Thank you, Honorable Ssemujju. Thank you. Thank you. Honorable Wasarira.
Honorable Speaker, I want to thank you for this opportunity. And I want to join colleagues in paying tribute to the late Simon Peter Alepel. And specifically, Right Honourable Speaker, on behalf of political party leaders and on behalf of my comrade, fellow party leader, General Museveni, allow me to express my deepest condolences to him and the NRM, but also the country upon the loss of our colleague. Right Honourable Speaker, the leader of opposition in his remarks did mention about road accidents. The Vice President has said up to now we are not so sure about the exact cause of the accident. But Right Honourable Speaker, each time we have road accidents, the conclusions are basically about reckless driving, about overspeeding, bad roads, and the like. Right Honourable Speaker, there is an angle that I want to invite this House to pay some attention to, and that relates to the issue of counterfeits. The counterfeit tires, counterfeit spare parts, the counterfeit oils that we use, the counterfeit bitumen, the counterfeit equipment that we use in the infrastructure. These are aspects that have contributed immensely to the causes of road accidents that are being ignored, especially in the processes of investigation by police. As we remember and eulogize our brother, Right Honourable Speaker, I want to invite the government and Parliament to take very keen interest on the impact of counterfeit and the relationship or connection between counterfeit and increasing cases of road accidents in this country. I am glad, Right Honourable Speaker, that Parliament is yet to consider a law on counterfeit. And I hope when that time comes, we will have the opportunity to address this matter extensively. I thank you, Right Honourable Speaker, and may our colleagues' soul rest in eternal peace.
Thank you.
This week has been a dark week for Karamoja. You will see most of us not even talking, just pondering what next. The Honorable lying there, I knew even his parents before, and when he grew up with my children. They used to come to my home. Even when they came to university, he got one he was studying with called Godfrey Tekolo Keris. He's a magistrate. All the time they were on leave, they would come there. And I was watching what type of person he is. Whenever there was a problem, they would say, Daddy, we are thinking of this. What's your opinion about it? Struggling to talk about Karamoja. I would advise, take this path. Don't go to terrorize people. Just speak normally. There will be people who will be at your side to talk about Karamoja. And of course, the region. You know, with us who have been ministers, it's not easy even to say, we are coming up to say, we want this, point of this. No. But we will tell them, speak. And with us who had been in ministries, you speak on the side of your ministry. But this man was particular. You imagine, when I was appointed to go to the docket of Karamoja, they all came, including Remedios, who are now designing what do we do to make sure the place is completely peaceful. I told them, you join me. We are moving to the ground. I have already addressed people in towns. We will now go to the bush. I've already gone somewhere and I met groups in Kotido, Matheniko. We said we must talk to these people who are disturbing people and get the children out. Why? Then he came, we looked at the plan they have made. It's very nice. We will come to cabinet and parliament, how to develop Karamoja. Then, this time we were lucky. Some people came there, investors. They said they want to construct cement factories. And he was among the negotiators. They negotiated for one in Nadunget. We have finished that one. The one is being constructed. They were now negotiating for another one to be built in Katikekele. Now, this one, he was now having protracted talks with the PAPs and the investors. They finished the last week. And he was all the time sending information to me. Look at this. How do you think about this? I would also reply and say, maybe it would be like this. We discuss. But the day when he came and he met this he rang me in the evening at 6. He said, sir, I have finished with these people who have agreed. Send me even a text. I said, when are you coming? He said, I am coming tomorrow. Little did I know that he started again the journey at night, because that was already late. I went to sleep, waiting for them to come, and we go and sign. But what did I hear in the morning? Somebody tells me, sir, it looks as pro, that is his petty name. This means he has had accident. I said, hey, is he hurt? Say, it looks he has even died. What? Died? That was real bad news for me. I said, let's go. We are now traveling to the office. When I went there, I found the Right Honorable Prime Minister, as we had already known, everybody had known, and people were running. Really, in a desire to try to find a way of making arrangements to bring the body here. They said the body is already on the way. I said, that's very good. We had a meeting in the office. I went, I found Right Honorable there sharing. I told her, excuse me, I cannot attend this meeting. I cannot hear what is being spoken here. Then I left. That is how the news came. And thinking of a person you knew from childhood up to now, what you have been saying about Parliament, all those I know, the man was good-hearted and consultative every time. And that's what I liked about him. Now, he's here lying when we had expected. He had now matured, reached maturity. Now he would be advising us. But that's how our nature is. All of us are here. One by one time we shall not be here. Where are those who were here before? They have gone. The only thing we ask God is, you take us slowly. But I know we shall go. And for people like us now, I'm not of your ages, and you look at me like this. And that's why I call him my son. And he's honorable. So I've been here for some time. I've also worked for government before. So for sure, it is good manners to behave well and be dexterous with what you are dealing with. So I want to repeat to say, appealing to the House and those who are hearing, especially His Excellency, when I went to talk to these children, I looked at them. I told them, don't mind. People die. Don't commit suicide. God will come to your side. And what I was thinking was, education. We have been assisting these young people, But these are the children who have been brought to the earth. Now he has gone, he has left the children in our hands. I am very confident that we shall be handling as a government the issues of these children. Education. Even I used to tell him and my son, who is his friend, I said, I came from a bush looking after cows, and I came to study. The education has shaped me. I don't drive. I sit behind and the cars are going by themselves. So if you also study, that you will be like me. You go ahead, work very hard. There's nothing difficult. And that's what I tell everybody when I meet.